Alright, hello everyone.
Hey! Thanks for listening to our show thus far.
Yeah, so far. It's been a good one so far. Our best stuff is behind us.
Yes.
Now you're getting the crap part of the show next. Now you're getting the crap part. I'm just too loud. That's my problem. I'm too loud.
Yeah.
I projectile too much.
Yeah, you're hype.
I am hype. This is a special Black Panther review. We're recording this right after watching the movie, and then we're going to put it up, and you're going to listen to it. You're not going to listen to it, probably, but it'll be there.
There's less reviews than there normally would be because we had it out first.
Yeah, we beat everyone, even the people in the UK that saw it a week ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're great.
Or the people who just went and saw early screenings.
We're the only ones.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, welcome to Breakroom Bullshit. This is like I said, this is our special Black Panther review. You still need to go to our YouTube page, Breakroom BS, and subscribe to it. Do that. And then they have links to our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Follow us on Facebook. And SoundCloud's all on there. So yeah, do all that. I'm tired.
Alright.
Oh yeah. Hey,
do you want one of my monsters?
Nah.
Okay.
Spoiler, we're going to ruin this whole movie, everyone. We're going to ruin it. This might not be as detailed and thorough as some reviews because we kind of just took notes as we were sitting in the theater watching it.
And also, this is the first time we saw this.
Good point. We didn't have time to pick out. Yeah. That's a very good point. Very good point there, Gable. Gable makes a great point.
I'm going to have a mild amount of those. Did I say that right?
I mean, is there something lower than mild? That was funny.
Spicy.
You're going to have a spicy amount of this. Dude, I don't understand how mild is the lowest spiciness on, like, fucking salsa dip.
It's not.
It's the slowest one they have at Walmart, brother.
You can take my hoodie off. It's way too
What's below mild?
Cheese.
That's not a setting.
That's all I got.
It's not a
That's
setting.
not a setting.
It's not a setting on salsa. All right, well here's our Black Panther review.
Sorry I had a fight in the middle of your Black Panther party.
How am I going to get any sound clips for this? Since the movie isn't even out. I normally pull a sound clip for the intro.
Just play the trailer as the opening.
That's too much sound. I don't want to get sued.
Is there a part in the trailer where they go, Black Panther?
Yeah, we'll
coming
do that.
soon.
We'll do that. All right. Well, okay. Here's
wait.
Oh.
You could just go to the Forrest Gump movie and get a clip of him saying Black Panthers, because isn't there a Black Panther scene?
That's really funny.
I don't know if he says it, though.
I think I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to look for it. Great. Now I have more work to do. Thank you, Gable.
Sorry, I was trying to help the show with my ideas.
Fuck your ideas. They're good.
I'm an idea guy. I'm not like the full plan guy.
I'm an idea guy. All right. After the death of his father, T'Challa.
T'Chaka.
It's not Chakaka.
Well, his father's T'Chaka.
Yeah. After the death of his father, T'Challa returns home to the African.
Yeah, there we go.
To the African nation of Wakanda to take his rightful place as king. When a powerful enemy suddenly reappears, T'Challa's mettle as king and as Black Panther gets tested when he's drawn to a conflict that puts the fate of Wakanda and the entire world at risk. Faced with treachery and danger, the young king must rally his allies and release the full power of Black Panther to defeat his foes and secure the safety of his people. That's what it's about.
Yeah, first and foremost...
this movie was a piece of shit. I'm kidding, it wasn't. I was just kidding.
I was going to say, first and foremost, I don't think we know any of the names of the characters except for T'Challa. That's it.
Yeah, it's going to look bad when I'm going to be like that one person. That was the only name. Oh, and I know Andy Serkis' name. He's Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
What was that guy's name?
Crawley? Claw.
Claw. Yeah, his name was Claw. What was the agent's name?
Cody Banks.
I think it was Special Agent Spender.
I think it was Cody Banks.
I think it was Special Agent Spender.
No, his last name was... he had the same last name.
You're going to hurt your hand.
He had the same last name as someone else.
Oh, cool.
It's making me mad.
Was it Coulson?
No.
Was it Hill?
No.
I guess it makes sense there to be no Shield since Shield's gone, but I kind of... I feel like if there was still a Shield, that role would have been played by a Shield agent for sure.
Yeah, he seemed very shieldy.
Yeah.
What was he? Just FBI, right?
CIA.
CIA, something close like that. Yeah.
He was CIA. So let's get started here. I thought it was fun. I don't know. So like, apparently this dude Claw.
Why do you keep wanting to say crawl? His hand is supposed to be like claw, like think
crawling
about like
around.
a claw, like you have a claw hand.
Like crawling around.
No, I hate you.
It could do that.
No, we can't.
Did you figure out who it is yet?
Everett K. Ross.
Agent Ross. Ross.
Yeah. I like in my head I was like, what if they, since that other guy is like really old, like what if they just go with this guy and say like he's like General Ross's cousin for the Red Hulk?
It's something.
It's something.
At least someone get a Red Hulk.
Yeah, I'm like, he has Ross as the last name. It says Thunderbolt Ross, I guess.
He's a Thunderbolt too. I'm going to sweep this agent. Never mind. So, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I don't know. So in the beginning of the movie, Claw. I almost said Crawl again. I really did. Claw stole this. Okay then.
Well, even before that, I was going to say talk about the storytelling thing at the beginning.
Oh, you do it.
I was just going to say it was like a lot to take in at once for someone like me who had no like prior like exposure. Like I had barely any exposure to the character before this. Like I just only knew like what I read on the internet, and that's about it. But yeah, like when he was explaining all the stuff with the tribes and stuff, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on right now.
So I didn't have as much trouble with that.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I was like trying to like think about one thing, and like he'd be like already on to like the next important thing, and I just wouldn't be ready for it. But he does give you a lot of information at the beginning there.
That's accurate.
I put my phone away, but yeah, that's all I had for that. You can get to your thing now.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I was like, I thought it was funny. There's a couple scenarios here, I suppose. Either A, Claw stole the vibranium and then sat on it for like 15 years until Age of Ultron because he had a huge shipment of it or something.
Yeah.
Or B, he just stole a whole bunch of vibranium again. Yeah. Because they suck at not having their vibranium stolen from them.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Well, I think he was seeking... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And I think it's kind of funny, too, because, like, in Captain America, they talk about how vibranium is the rarest metal of the world, and like fucking dude in fucking Wakanda, they're fucking like in vibranium bathtubs, and they're like fucking everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, they displayed that well though, because even like what's his name? Whenever he was interrogating Ross, he mentioned it, and like he was like all befuddled by it. He was like, as far as they knew, like that was a legit statement.
Yeah, I mean, like. But, I mean, like, how do you think they became so advanced with not the ability to trade anything with anyone, basically?
Now, I told you that I only had limited exposure to, like, the character, and I remember I did try to read some Black Panther comics once. I didn't get too far into any of the series, but from my understanding, they explain that because they are cut off from the rest of the world, they aren't like exposed to like. They were talking about how like modern medicine is so behind because of just the companies wanting to sell more of the drug or something, so they like slow down the advancement because it would take away sickness and stuff like that. So they kind of played at that conspiracy idea that like.
Well, they mentioned that they're like, what do they say the country does? Like, I mean, because they said something about Wakanda, what they do. Like, they trade stuff, right? I mean, they're still like
I wasn't super.
I thought this is something like that.
I didn't get that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I don't know. I guess they just trade for normal materials and just build all their fucking science equipment because they're smart or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sound like a dick, but there's a lot of the times where I was getting caught in the accents.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I want to make sure it wasn't just me.
And not even just the main characters. Dude, we'll get to it, but at the post-credit scene, what did that guy say at the end? I didn't hear it.
Neither did I.
You couldn't tell what he said?
No, I was gonna ask you, but I had to pee.
And what was the most upsetting is it was the last thing they said in the post-credit scene. It seemed like it was kind of important or something, and I was like, oh, that's fine. Whatever. But, yeah, there was a lot of accents that I couldn't understand as well, but, let's see here. So, I was wondering, that shield, the shield that protects Wakanda reminded me a lot of the, like, Wonder Woman thing.
Oh. What do you mean?
Like in Wonder Woman, their whole fucking thing is like covered and you can't see it.
Except this one was explained by technology rather than like
the magic.
Just magic.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Do you think you can like run through their shield?
Like
if you just like get up a good jog and you just like fucking go, or will you just bounce off?
I'm gonna say no.
You think you would just bounce
based
off
the like smaller shield technology we saw in the end fight there?
Yeah.
They weren't able to get around those shields at all.
Yeah, this is more of like a camouflage too, like the big one.
Combined technology.
Yeah.
Could do both.
What else we got here?
How about the first fight scene in the jungle whenever they're hitting up those trucks that are transporting those women, those, I don't know what they are. Just, I guess, random city women.
Refugee. I don't know what they were either. There was a fight scene?
Well, not fight. It was the fucking guns just going off.
Because I didn't see what was happening. So
I see what you're doing
there.
Yeah. Okay, so just imagine the screen being really dark, and then whenever the guns fire, the automatic assault rifles are firing. They like strobe on the screen, and occasionally you'll see the Black Panther move. And this is like a 2-3 minute fight scene, and the whole time I'm just staring at like I don't know what the fuck's happening. I know Black Panther's going from here to there, and I think the car got flipped over or something. I don't fucking know.
The directing in this movie was definitely an issue in regards to fight scenes because that wasn't the only one. Like there was even one later where you were like. There was a fight scene going on and you're like, ugh. It's like, you couldn't even...
I don't know if they actually got better throughout the movie. I guess for you didn't think so?
I think... Okay, first of all, the first one was clearly the worst because it was dark.
Oh, yeah. That fucking made it really hard to watch.
It was definitely the worst one. Like, I feel like throughout it wasn't as bad as the first one in regards to the camera work too, because there were some shots where like, oh, you can see what's happening, but then there's a lot where I'm just like, I saw a face, I saw some like spears, and I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, I do think they progressively got better throughout the movie. I know what you like from your camera work, so I can see how you still by the end of the movie are like, yeah, that's still pretty not that great.
Dude, there was a lot of parts in the big fight at the end where I'm just like, there's parts where I'm like, I like whenever there would be close up fights and stuff, there were still parts where I'm like, I can't see what they just did, and it was just annoying. I mean, there's been far worse movies by far with the camera stuff like that, so it's not like it was the worst. But I mean, it definitely would have made it a lot better for me if I could see things.
Yeah, I mean, I think you even said it shouldn't be a chore to watch an action scene. That was an exact quote from David Smith. Put that on a t-shirt right there.
Yeah, write it on.
Coffee mug.
Yeah, I don't have any mugs too. But yeah, it really was. I'm just like, you're like straining your eyes. I'm like, what are they doing? But yeah, I don't know. And, like, this was definitely, in my opinion, the worst Marvel movie in regards to camera work. Winter Soldier, I think, kind of bugged me with that, but it wasn't as bad as this at all. But yeah, this was definitely the worst with that. So,
I know you had something to say about the background looking very CGI-y.
Yeah, like the scene, the first waterfall scene. Like every time they would show a shot of him standing with like, you could see everything behind him in the horizon. And everything. I'm just like, it just looked like he was standing in front of a green screen, and they were like background added. I
think it reminded me a lot of the Zack Snyder style, where like pretty much all the background in every scene is just CGI'd the fuck. But I mean, for me, this looked a lot better than anything Zack Snyder's ever done with his scenery.
I'll definitely agree with that.
Because Zack Snyder, like when Zack Snyder does it, reminds me of like you didn't see the artist, or the disaster artist.
No.
But there's a scene where they're making fun of Tommy Wiseau for recording the rooftop scene on they had like all these rooftops to record on, yet he had a fake set built for the fucking rooftop to have that scene
You're
on.
like, why?
Yeah, and this is like the same thing, but with the CGI. But
yeah,
I
mean, it wasn't something where it was just like, this looks absolutely horrible.
No, yeah, that's why I'm saying it's a lot better than it's the same style for Zack Snyder, but executed a lot better.
I mean, the issue for me is as I'm watching, I'm like, this is right now taking me out of the scene. Because I'm noticing this, and I'm commenting. I'm noticing the point where I'm like, dude, doesn't this look? And you're like, yeah, it's like, I shouldn't be doing that. I should be invested in the movie and watching it.
Dude, you noticed the arm, and I didn't even notice the arm at all whenever it was happening. I had to fucking figure that shit out.
This is what annoys me the most about that is why. Because you said I think he has his arm behind his back. As well, he should have.
And then the camera angle changed.
There were no shots really in almost the whole scene where you saw behind his back. I'm like, why did you just do that? I was like, whatever. But the thing, I feel like what they were trying to do with the waterfall scene, it's like, Wakanda's this like special place, you know what I mean?
They wanted to over-glorify it.
Yeah, I get exactly what they were doing, but I'm like, eh. You know what I really, speaking of Circus's arm, this isn't speaking of his arm, this is speaking of Circus, but one thing that I fucking loved was how they put, how many movies came out since Age of Ultron? Like 4, 5 maybe?
Maybe 6, I'd say.
Yeah. They fucking put this dude in a movie 6 movies ago just to set him up for this.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That was fucking excellent casting at the time and excellent thinking ahead by Marvel.
I love when they do stuff like that.
Yeah, Marvel, dude, Marvel does a lot of fucking cool shit. Do you hear about the scripts for Infinity War?
No.
I heard them talking about on another podcast how the script, there was only like 3 copies of like the actual script.
Are you serious?
Like only 3 iPads had the actual script on it, and like everyone else was sent scripts that had a bunch of fake scenes in it, except for like the scene that they were doing and stuff. Like, Tom Holland only even got a segment because they were like, yeah, they didn't want to give me, because they know I would have fucking let something slip. Apparently he lets shit. Do you remember that, him letting shit slip last time?
Not really, but, I mean,
it's really funny.
That's pretty fun. That's smart, though,
That's so cool that they do shit like that. I wish more movies did shit like that. At least bigger budget movies like this.
Yeah. And speaking of, we both enjoyed, I think, Circus's Claw a lot. He was really funny.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Here's one line. There's a scene that takes place in an art gallery, and that's like they're heisting.
Heisting. Funny.
Yeah, heisting a piece of vibranium that was like part of the exhibit, and they had to kill everyone in the room, and this Claw says to the one guy, he's like, you can leave, but don't tell anyone. And he's like, okay, and he starts running away, and he gets him in the back.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
What's funny, too, is that would have been hilarious no matter which way. If he just would have let him leave, it still would have been funny.
Just the way he said it, his line delivery, his jokes were, like, spot on. Like, they were cruel and funny at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked this character a lot, which I thought it sucked they killed him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he died in the movie. I was like, oh. I mean, they could always bring him back, but...
Yeah. Let's see, what else? We were talking about the waterfall fight scene earlier. Let's talk more about the actual, I guess, display of culture that was surrounding that. I thought as far as representing African American roots, I thought was really good. It's a genuine compliment I had on the movie. The African American or African culture, it did a real cool and really great job at displaying that.
You are a historian on the African culture.
Yeah, I thought it was a cool, I guess, flavor to add to the movie, and we saw that throughout the whole movie. And that's what
I found it all very boring.
And I thought the display of the ritual of the fight was good setup for other stuff that was. I mean, we saw other stuff that went on with that whole ritual throughout the movie. So it was important for that scene to explain that to us.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like that scene a lot. Let's see. Then up next we had the James Bond scene.
How
about that?
It was so James Bond. He goes down into her scientific lair and is showing him all the cool gadgets she's invented, and dude, it was right out of fucking James Bond.
It was.
And I guarantee
you or whatever.
I guarantee they wrote it too with that in mind. There's no way they didn't.
Yeah, it was
I feel like it was kind of like a jokey, like homage type thing. Like it was their Bond scene.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know how far you are. Are you to the fight with him and Michael Jordan yet?
No.
Okay. That's
Stan Lee cameo?
That was all right.
So you didn't like it that much?
I thought it was all right. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't think it was like super funny.
I thought it was fun. Dude, if I saw someone next to me at the table leave a bunch of money, I'd be like, I'm jumping on that shit right now.
It was
he
all
did
right.
it. Stan the man.
Stan Lee.
I
I remember reading before he filmed a whole bunch of cameos in a row. I wonder when that's up. Like, I wonder when these are going to be new ones that he's filming. Because they already filmed like 4 or 5 cameos.
Yeah, they said they
yeah.
filmed them in advance, so, yeah.
That seems like a while ago, though.
You'd think they'd have to know. Well, they definitely would have to know. We know we're getting Ant-Man, Captain Marvel, Infinity War, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he would have done both of his Infinity War ones.
Thor 4.
Ant-Man obviously.
We don't know we're getting Thor 4.
Yeah, you're making that up.
Yeah.
You're just making shit up.
Yeah, I don't know. He's gonna die soon.
I feel like you're lovingly gazing at me right now.
He's gonna die soon.
Who? Thor 4?
No, Stan Lee.
Oh yeah. He's a robot now. He can't die.
Dude, I'm buying in on the conspiracy that they replaced Stan Lee when he went to the hospital last.
So he just turned into a robot.
Well, either turn into a robot or they're just gonna have like lookalikes.
So maybe whenever he dies, it's just because the robot malfunctioned or something. They're like, we got a bill on this.
Yeah.
He became sentient and he like turned into Skynet.
Well, I think at some point they would have to. This conversation, this topic's going on a little long. It's funny.
It's pertinent.
I know. I mean, it's going to get to the point where people will get suspicious, and then they'll have to come out as Stan Lee was a robot the whole time.
Dude, I was talking to Ben about people being immortal, and he was like, dude, it'd be crazy because you wouldn't even know it for like a long time. You wouldn't even know. I'm like, well, I mean, I feel like when you're 100, you're like, oh shit, what's going on here? And then I'm like, also, I think you figured out whenever you realize you're not aging and everyone else is.
That's
He's
true.
like, yeah, we fucked up though for like years. You don't even know. I'm like, it's just like
Dude, what
unbreakable.
if you do keep aging?
Well, like, so you're like
holy shit,
1,000 years old and you're like a fucking little prune
you're
on
like
the
a
ground or
skeleton.
something.
you're like a prune that's kept in a pickle jar in juice.
For some reason, I liken like getting older with getting smaller and shrinking until you're a prune. I don't know why. I feel like you just turn into a prune.
Oh, that's funny. That's fucking funny. Still in the casino, the first display of Claw's hand, which we really didn't even get that much more of after that.
Yeah.
But I thought his hand was real cool, and it was real funny when he's like, "Holy shit, I just made it rain."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought his hand was really cool too. I liked it. I liked his hand.
I wish we would have got more of it, like an actual like Black Panther on Claw fight scene where maybe it's like turning into like some gadget and he's like trying to drill him in the face or something.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Such is life.
Such is life. So what I was getting from Michael Jordan's motive in this movie is that he just wanted a race war. Is that he wanted the black community to rise?
Like how you said blacks at first, and you're like black community.
I have a stutter. Leave me alone.
There's no S in black community, but okay, I guess you stuttered. No, you're not wrong. He goes, what we need to do is it's like we need to send weapons to all of our guys throughout the world and kill everyone that's not black.
Everyone who's being oppressed. Everyone who's being oppressed.
Oppressors need to die.
Yeah, the oppressors need to die, and those who support them or whatever.
Yeah, I was like, that's rough.
Yeah, he wants a full out race war.
Oh, he wants more of just a I think he wants more of like a race extermination. I don't know that he wants them to fight back. He wants them all to instantly die. Michael Jordan's a racist. Both of them.
Well, one has a gambling problem,
and one's a basketball player.
I hate you. Holy shit, dude! I don't have many more notes here.
All right, Okay, so the battle when he fights Michael Jordan, right?
The Battle of the Bastards.
Dude, Black Panther's a bitch, dude.
Yeah.
He fought him and he kicked his ass.
Yeah.
And he just got thrown off the waterfall. I'm like, this is his first movie and his first really big fight against someone. And he just got his ass whooped. Why did they do that already? He's a bitch.
I don't know.
That seems silly to me.
I wish there would have been like some wrestling psychology here.
Here's what I was waiting for him to be like. He's fucking juiced up with some steroids before he came out to fight. Like he had an advantage that was unfair. That's what I was waiting to happen. Like
something like he took a cheap shot at him or something, and that's why he won because he cheated or something, and nobody else saw it.
Yeah, now that you mention it, there wasn't even anything like that. Like he didn't do anything like heelish at all. He just literally straight up beat his ass.
Yeah, our hero looked like a chump.
He did. And I also thought it was pretty nice that he just happened to fall into a puddle where those other guys happened to just find him and then happened to take him up to their fucking palace where where the other people happened to be going to get help, and he just happened to be there. I'm like, he's a lucky motherfucker. Dude,
I've been noticing these happen things in movies a lot more. Like I was just right before I came to watch this, we watched Bad Moms Christmas at Home, and all three of the main characters in there, all three of their mothers decided to randomly show up back into their lives on the same fucking day. I'm like, that's kind of fucking weird.
Yeah, this is accurate.
Yeah.
Yes,
I blame you for this, though.
It's all my fault. Happy to take the blame. So there was a lot of happening in this thing.
Yeah.
They got lucky and stumbled.
Happened to happen.
It happened to. They just happened to stumble across his frozen body. They got lucky. Lucky. This was a note I wanted.
Are you moving past the fight?
I'm going. Yeah. I'm pretty much on the big battle.
Well, before you do that, what about when did anything emotionally get tugged at you when Forrest Whitaker died?
No.
Me neither. Yeah, I got nothing. I was like, man. It really, this seemed like it was supposed to be, an impactful moment. Well, I'm just like, all right.
Don't lie.
All right, Saw Gerrera is dead now.
It tugged at your emotions because you're simply like, you didn't feel for the character. You felt for Forrest Whitaker, who keeps dying in all his movies.
He keeps dying in every Disney movie.
You didn't feel bad for the character. You felt bad for poor Forrest.
What other big franchises does Disney have going on right now? He's gonna be a character in The Incredibles 2, and he's gonna die. He's gonna be Frozen's brother, and he's gonna die.
It's unfortunate. Poor Forrest Whitaker. Yeah, that's
bad luck for him, man.
Yeah, that's too bad for him. What else you got? You got any?
No. I have post the big fight, but nothing for the big fight.
I want to speak to. There were a lot, at least 3 to 4 parts in this movie that were very predictable, in my opinion. Like the part in the beginning where he's starts talking to her. Where Michael Jordan's talking to her about all the artifacts. I'm like, all right, get to the one that you know what it is and tell her she's wrong. That was predictable. Even more so whenever they're at the I don't know who's who, man. Whenever Black Panther's sister and mom find his body with the people that pulled him out of the river.
Yeah. And
he's getting ready to leave the fight, and Black Panther asks the leader of them for help. He's like, I will never help you. And we're like, he's going to go help him.
Yeah.
and then I put a note right there, and then 20 minutes later, did you take a note about this? I'm like, I wrote the note 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, dude. As soon as he's like, we will never help you guys or something, and it immediately cuts to the next scene. I'm like, clearly getting to happen.
Yeah, there's a lot of parts I thought were really predictable. The other note I have with the battle is I love the fucking body armored rhinos that I'm like, cool. Those were well established in the beginning when they fed him a peach or something.
They really didn't have a huge part to play either, besides a quick immediate threat at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were funny looking. I just thought they were really funny.
They were funny looking.
It wasn't even that they were right. It was the fact that they had body armor, which just made it so great.
Dude, what if that guy who was like the herder for them, what if he would have pulled out like a sword and been like, I have the power?
That'd have been
and
badass.
then rode around on them.
That'd have been badass.
And then Skeletor came in and you're like, hey, wait, aren't you supposed to have a red skull?
And then one of the rhinos just like snarf and he like walks away or something. That'd be pretty. I had a Thundercats tent when I was a kid, dude. And we couldn't afford to go camping, so I put my Thundercats tent on my bed and pretend I was camping on my bed.
Thundercats are on the prowl. Is that right?
I don't remember.
You do.
I just remember my tent.
I remember they played reruns of it on like Cartoon Network all the fucking time when I was younger. That was a movie. That was an '80s cartoon, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Before my time, but I got hit up with the reruns.
I watched it when I was little. I could never really get back into it though later.
They had a few reboots of it, I believe.
Did they?
I don't know if it was a reboot or I'm going to say it was a reboot.
Dude, I've been hearing about a Thundercats movie for like ever now, and it's never happened. Like a live action one.
Dude, we're getting on a tangent here.
Alright, back to Black Panther. So, here's another note I have about the Black Panther. Okay, so you should be able to identify with this because you had the whole issue.
I'm not black.
But you like Panthers.
Oh, yeah, I am a Panther. You're right.
Iron Man is like Black Sabbath black.
No,
Okay.
no, Iron Maiden. It's an Iron Maiden style Iron Man shirt.
But so you had a big issue with Ant-Man and the whole fighting another version of him just with a little different. Okay, this epitomized that fucking shit in this one.
Dude, there's
Like, what?
let me defend myself.
Well, let me say what I'm going to say before you
okay.
defend yourself. I'm like, so this whole movie is leading up to a big fight between Black Panther and just like yellow Black Panther. Very similar to like Ant-Man and yellow Ant-Man. Like, and it was even more so because it looked almost just like the same suit. And I'm like, this is meh. I didn't even think about what you said about Ant-Man until afterwards. I was like, it's a good point. And I thought about it more when I watched movies. And this one, I was like, this fucking sticks out like crazy to me.
You know, it helped me a lot for this. I agree with you. I mean, it was just like Black Panther on Black Panther. But like, what really helped, like, for this is the same thing that helped with, what's the fucking dude's name from Iron Man 2?
Oh, wait, Whiplash?
No, or Iron Man 1, I'm sorry.
Oh, Ironmonger.
Ironmonger, yeah. Like, with him, there was the character himself had fucking story behind him.
Yeah.
This character, I think, even was done better than, it's like Jebediah or something.
Yeah, Jebediah.
I don't think...
Obadiah.
Yeah.
Jebediah, Springfield.
Michael Jordan's character is done way better than, like, not that his was bad, but, like, there's the story for Michael Jordan's character is fucking... I don't know, it had me in there.
Yeah, I won't deny that they did a good job with the story for sure, but dude, for me, I was just like, I'm just looking at it visually, I'm like, dude, they're just two Black Panthers going at it, man. They're not fucking, they're fighting.
A really cool thing about, like, his point is, like, I could, like, besides the whole race war thing, I kind of saw his point. Like, why aren't they sharing the technology? There's all these people who are sick and dying, and, like, you have the technology to help it.
He's clearly right to the point where Black Panther changes his mind. He's like, yeah, we should.
Yeah.
So, he was right about that. Alright, yeah, that's all I have for the movie. Now, all I have after that's the credit scenes.
I think I have one thing before that. I'm a real sucker for a good, like, parallel between two people's stories or something that happens at the beginning to how it helps at the end or how it reflects the character's development toward the end of the movie. I really like the decision because they kept playing it this fact the whole movie is that T'Chaka, Black Panther's father, left that kid there just to, like, struggle, you know what I mean? He just left him there. He didn't give him a chance to, like, grow up to become, like, a good guy or anything. He just was done with him.
What a dick move, by the way.
I agree. I agree for sure. But then at the end, even after T'Challa defeats him, he gives him a hand and offers to help him, in which he declines because he doesn't want to be imprisoned.
Yeah.
But like just the fact that he offered to help him instead of just letting him die, unlike his father. It's the exact opposite of what his father did. That was a really fucking cool...
He made the choice his father should have made.
It was a really cool move on him, and a really cool character. They did a great job writing the character in that.
Why was T'Chaka's eye all fucked up?
Dude, I don't know. Maybe it's because he was like...
They're making fun of
Was he related to Forrest Whitaker?
Or Forrest Whitaker or something.
Was that like his brother or something? Or
I don't think.
I don't know.
Did they ever say what happened to fucking Michael Jordan's mom?
No.
They didn't even said it?
I don't even think they like remotely mentioned her.
Because he said that he fell in love with a woman there and that's why he stayed. And I was like, well, why isn't he with his mom?
Well, in the next movie we'll find out it's like the woman is actually Thanos.
Maybe the woman's Wasp.
Oh, that's why she was missing the whole time.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
So, I gotta say, talk about, especially with Infinity War next, talk about, in my opinion, disappointing as fuck end credit scenes. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Okay,
are we going to talk about them one at a time or just in general?
Talk about the first one.
Okay, so the first one could easily bookended the movie.
Dude, as I was watching this, I'm like, this should have been the end of the movie. This should have been what happened at the end of the fucking movie. He's basically just saying, hey, we're here, we need to get along, we need to get together and stop big threats like what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah.
It should have been the moment that's at the end of Iron Man 1.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That'd have been nice too to like have it kind of end the same way. And then at some point at the end of it, some bald dude from some other country said something important that we couldn't understand, and then it ended, so it was cool.
Yeah,
he probably said Thanos, and it was the greatest thing ever. We just didn't hear.
He said that. He said the ending of Infinity War.
No, he was sitting there. He was probably like, I just saw Loki and Thanos, and he's like, what? And it ended.
He's like Loki and Thanos just touched down in Wakanda.
Oh, fuck. and we developed together kind of a theory of, well, it was mostly you.
I don't know.
That the Infinity Stone was going to be underneath the flowers.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for that. That's what gave the flowers their power and stuff. That would have been
such a great post-credit scene.
That could still be a thing.
They should have put it in this one then.
They're going to Wakanda, so they're probably going to figure that shit out if it is.
Yeah, I was really surprised they didn't introduce it at all in this one. Mm-hmm. But, so that scene kind of sucked. And then we had the other scene that wasn't as bad. It didn't suck as bad.
I feel like they didn't want to, if this makes sense. I'm not saying it's like right or wrong. I'm just saying it's a possibility is that they didn't want to, this is the guy who did the Selma movie, which was another popular movie in the black community. I'm
glad you're not saying African American.
Oh, okay.
I had a discussion with someone recently about this. About how people say African American just because they're afraid to be racist.
Yeah. What was I talking? Oh, I think because of the significance that the media is putting around this movie, or even in general that the director was putting into this movie, they didn't want to draw away from that. By making it seem like it was just a build-up for another movie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, maybe, but I think if you do something in simply post-credits, I don't think it would take away from it.
In post-credits, no, but like in the actual movie... I
could see that. I see what you're saying there for sure. And I wouldn't even disagree with it. I have no problem with Black Panther being... It's like Doctor Strange was pretty much the same thing. It being its own fucking thing and being contained. Because, I have no problem with that. It's just like, I feel like if we're 3 months away from Infinity War, shouldn't you have a tease to get people even more excited? I mean, granted, I don't know how much more people can be excited, but have something in the post-credits to be like, oh, fuck. Like, we didn't even say what it was. So the post-credit scene was Bucky. He woke up.
Yeah.
Which you were like, I think Bucky's going to be in it, so you were right about that.
Yeah.
So Bucky woke up. Well, some kids were staring at him, and he woke up, and he was like, thanks for fixing me, guys. And then it ended, I'm like, thanks for the addition to the story, guys, and it wasn't there.
All of that told us is that, I guess, like, he's still in Wakanda.
Dude, I was waiting for Bucky to walk in healthy anyway. This wasn't some revelation.
Yeah, I know.
This is stupid.
Like it didn't give us anything.
It served no purpose. I said during the Doctor Strange one, I think that they did it perfectly. Like the first post-credit scene should be something to get you excited to for the next movie in that series, like something to tease Black Panther 2. And then the post-credit scene, the second one, should be something to further the overall universe. I mean, they kind of stuck to that idea, but they didn't do anything in either one.
It's kind of like if they just kind of were like, they gave you a shot of Thanos and being like, "I'm coming for you, Avengers," and that'd be the end.
Yeah.
That's it, and that'd be annoying.
Yeah.
Just nothing. It's nothing new. It's just giving us the same information we already have.
Dude, how great would it have been if the scene was like Thanos turning around, having just put on the gauntlet and walking to the door? It was a complete continuation of the last one.
It just picks up where he puts the gauntlet on.
And then he walks up the door. He was like, "I'm still going to do it myself." That's been so great.
Yeah.
That's all I got for this movie.
Yeah, so let's rate this bitch.
All right, so as of right now, having just watched it this one time, things can change when you watch it more than once. As of right now, I give this movie a solid 5. I didn't hate it.
A solid 5.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
So a 5 is an average movie.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what 5 is.
You're
5
right.
is a movie I didn't hate and I didn't love it. I just thought it was all right.
I like this movie a lot more than you did.
Oh.
I think you already knew about this.
You're allowed to be wrong every now and then,
Yeah,
Gable.
it's true.
Your
It's
opinion.
true. Yeah.
Your subjective opinion.
I really enjoyed the whole Game of Thrones kind of thing they had going on, where like who's the actual like blood lineage, and they battle to see who should be ruler of the throne for it. The whole movie, I was interested in the personal story that was going on rather than the Infinity one, even though I was kind of anxiously hoping for it, but like I was still very interested in what was going on throughout the movie. I'm gonna give it.
I don't know. I'm gonna write it down. I'm curious if I'm right. All right, I'm gonna put it right in here.
I'll just believe you.
All right, go.
8.
I put 7.
Really?
8. That's impressive. An 8.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Dude, I just found myself bored throughout the movie.
Really?
Maybe I have to watch it again, but I was just bored for lots of parts of it. I don't know. So we give it an average of a 5.5, right?
Yeah.
My math is off.
Is it like 6 or 6.5?
6.5 probably. So you give it 8, I gave it a 5. So let's go over our Marvel movie rankings now that we have this added in. So we have, for me, number 1 I have Avengers. Number 2 is Captain America, First Avenger. Number 3 is Thor.
I wonder where it's gonna be.
I know, right? Number 4 is Iron Man 2. Number 5 is Iron Man. Number 6 is The Incredible Hulk. And pulling up the rear is number 7, Black Panther. It's not the Black, it's just Black Panther, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's important.
It's kind of weird looking at your our list and seeing Black Panther like with all these other like Phase 1 Marvel movies.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing as I was looking at it.
We're just trying to get you guys the new stuff as quickly as possible.
Yeah, so basically, once we get to this movie in our marathon, we're gonna be like, go see that.
we're gonna post a 5-second recording of just instructions telling you to get back to this episode.
Yeah, detailed instructions for 5 seconds. All right, I wonder where it's gonna be for you.
All right, so mine, my number 1 is Captain America: First Avenger. My number 2, with 9 sparkle dogs, is The Avengers.
I didn't read the Sparkle Dogs for mine.
You should put the sparkle dogs in here.
Well, I didn't know them. That's why I didn't put them.
I'm gonna guess what they were.
All right, that's accurate.
That's not 9. You know damn well Captain America was 10 sparkle dogs.
I got confused. This is really WWE level continuity here. Let's just take a guess at it.
It is. Thank you for stealing my joke.
I said it first after you said it.
I mean, the proof says that. So, let's see.
I gave you the foundation for your joke, you dick.
It's true.
Yes, I get credit for something.
1, Captain America: First Avenger. 2, The Avengers. Number 3 is Iron Man with 9 sparkle dogs.
That's a little high. It's like 1 above what I gave it, I think.
Number 4 is The Incredible Hulk with 8 sparkle dogs. Number 5 is the Black Panther with also 8 sparkle dogs. You misread Black Sparkle Dog, huh?
Did I?
I saw SP and I was like, what? Thor at number 6 with 8 Sparkle Dogs, and then Iron Man 2 at number 7 with 7 Sparkle Dogs.
All right, that's our rankings. I'm gonna go ahead and save this now.
Excellent
rankings. Are you just gonna give like 8 Sparkle Dogs to everything or something? Like it's getting
8?
really annoying. 1, 2, 3. I got 3 with 8.
I haven't watched any that I don't like yet.
The joke is that I gave 3 with 8.
Oh, I see. I also gave 3 with 8.
The same amount. I thought I had more 8s than you. All right, so
you have more 10s than me.
A whole 2 of them.
Ass bitch.
Yeah, you're just yeah.
Ooh.
All right, we're done.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed our informative Black Panther review. You guys should, as we said earlier, you should go and follow our YouTube channel, Breakroom BS. Go do that. All right, we're out of here.
See you, chumps.
Later.